Hey Internet, this is Picho, and I thought I'd make a video on tips to stop binge eating. I'm actually in recovery from a restricting type eating disorder, and in the first couple weeks of my recovery, I went crazy. I let loose and binged like an idiot for like 2 weeks straight, and I looked at a bunch of resources, and a lot of resources said that binging is really common in recovery, and it's a combination of both mental and physical. Go with it, ride it out, listen to your body, etc., etc., and the urges will subside. I tried. I went with it for a while, and then I realized that it was definitely emotional eating. This wasn't physical anymore. This wasn't my body calling out for nourishment. So I thought, okay, I need to get a handle on this now before it gets out of control, and I need to do it without going back to restricting. So, yeah. First of all, number one, you're not alone. This problem is really, really, really common. I don't know if you realize quite how common. And I mean, okay, you're human. Food's yummy, and life is hard. So it happens. And once I kind of like came out, if you would, a bunch of people from my high school were messaging me saying like, oh, I struggled with binging so much. I still do. I did, feels good to know I'm not the only one. People were like coming out of the woodwork. This is really common. And people have gotten over it. So it's going to be okay. So number one, if you feel the urge to binge, and this can happen even if you you go into your kitchen to get a glass of water, or you take your dirty dishes in, anything, and you happen to open the fridge for your pitcher of water, and all of a sudden, your phone rings. No, all of a sudden, something possesses you to turn off your phone. Something possesses your hands, and before you realize it, you are reaching for this candy bar or cheese or anything. Immediately you find yourself doing that. It's really hard to stop yourself mid-act, but just you can even have the mentality of, okay, I'm gonna do this, this, and this, and if I still feel the urge to binge, I'll do it then, because 9 times out of 10 the urge is gonna go away. But anyway, number one, you find yourself reaching for something, and you've already eaten, and that you feel that that push, and the emotional upheaval, as they call it. Number one, get dressed. Go get dressed. Because I know my binging always happened at night in sweatpants. And immediately when I found myself starting to binge, I would go put on my jeans, put on a shirt, and look at myself in the mirror, and this is not like a negative thing, like, oh, look at your body and realize how bad it is, etc. No, this is get yourself dressed so you bring yourself back to reality and realize that life's gonna happen tomorrow, you know what I mean, or later in the day if you're not binging at night, you have to realize that if this was a normal moment, during a normal day, you might not be doing this, you know what I mean? So you just have to bring yourself back to reality, and getting dressed was always the number one for me. Number two, when you do eat, enjoy your food. And I know that everybody says this, but it's more than just enjoying the food. It's thinking about where it came from. Because I know, I love to eat fruits and vegetables, but no matter what you eat, anything, even if it is a candy bar, think about everything that went into that food. If it's an apple, the sun, the dirt, the rain, the gardeners, the pickers, the manufacturers, the transporters, the people that stock the grocery store to get it to your hand. That really helped me a lot. And if you're eating like a sandwich and has a combination of a bunch of different things, that's even better. Because you can think about like, oh my gosh, okay, there's grains in this bread. There is the cheese that I'm eating has come from a living creature, milk from a cow, or what else did I eat today? I ate a sweet potato, and I ate yogurt. I'm trying to think of what else, how the food actually gets into your hands. Oh, I ate frosted mini wheats too, so I thought about how they were made. And just slow down, and because like if you're binging, I know I always binged and I would like watch TV, just to kind of like distract myself. So if you're watching TV or whatever, you're not thinking about your food. And that's not to say you have to sit down, be a monk, and like look at your cereal before you take each bite. But just take a minute and just be like, this is really cool that I'm eating this right now. And it probably went a long way to get into my mouth. So, number 3, they say in eating disorder recovery that it's kind of a good idea to separate your eating disorder self from your real self. And you kind of create a personality for it and separate it from the real you. I have mixed feelings about that, but I kind of took my own take on that when I started binging, and I created an alternate persona, and this girl, I called her Morgan, she knew how to stop a binge, and she knew how to resist temptation, and she didn't have a problem with eating at all, and she's a very nice lady. And so when I would feel the urge to binge, and I live alone, so that's also kind of, it really sucks because nobody's really here for accountability. But anyway, so I would just take a second and say out loud, because that's another sort of grounding technique. I said out loud, Morgan, help me. So, and then you can kind of use this person to convince yourself that, like, if you don't think you have the power to stop a binge, create somebody who does. And deep down inside, I know it's me that's stopping, that's resisting. But it's a lot easier when I feel really helpless to just be like, nope, I'm giving this to Morgan. You take it. I don't want to deal with this right now. And she'll be like, yeah, no probs. I can stop this binge for you. Let's go do our nails, So, I still struggle with this. It's okay. And every day I'm finding a little bit more balance. And these are only 3 of my many tips. So maybe I'll make a follow-up video if this one gets good results. And feel free to message me anytime. I'm still finding my way with all this, and I'm learning new stuff every day. And I'm always up for tips, experiences, stories, anything. So, wishing everyone happiness and health. Peace.